more than halfway through the school year, and times could be a bit stressful for your kids. So how do you best help them? Let's ask family psychiatrist Dr. Louise Lockhart. Thank you for being with us today. It's always such a great conversation with you.
Thank you, Roma.
Absolutely. So let's get to it. You said I've been hearing a lot of parents say how stressed out their kids are, which then kind of makes the parents stressed too, right?
Absolutely. And it's the time of year where allergies, burnt out,
yes, that's so true.
senioritis, like kids are just done with school.
So how do parents know when it's just too much?
Yeah. So when you start to see kids sleep, their mood, their grades, their willingness to want to be social and be engaged with friends or family, when you notice those kinds of things, that there's probably some stress or situations going on with your kid.
Yeah, and you know your kid best, so you know when something is just a little funky with them. And so this is important to keep in mind. That way you can better accommodate their stress, right?
Yes.
And what is the biggest mistake parents make when kids are stressed out about school? Is it that they stress and then lash out on them, or what would you say?
Well, as good parents, we want to fix it or rescue them, sometimes put more pressure, more reminders, more nagging, more lecturing.
Yes.
Like we do a lot of talking, and that's not helpful when a kid's brain is stressed.
Sure.
More talking just stresses them out more. So it's really about coming from a place of curiosity and saying, hey, I notice that you seem off. I notice that you seem really tired. I notice that you're more irritable or that you're complaining of your stomach hurting a lot. Tell me what's going on and how can I support you? And then actually listen to it.
That is very helpful information, because you don't realize also how physically stress can really harm people, especially young people, because they're still growing.
Yes, absolutely.
So that makes sense if those are some of the symptoms, or just approaching it that way, right? What can parents do tonight if they're watching right now and they're like, yes, Dr. Lockhart, I am in that boat. Please help me out, because also teens can sometimes be a little difficult, right? I was a teen at one point, kind of difficult with my mom a little bit, but we don't know what we don't know at such a young age. So the parent does know. So what can they do tonight?
So they can start from a place, again, of curiosity and not criticism, and using I notice language. I notice that you seem very overwhelmed. I notice that you seem really exhausted. What's going on and how can I support you? And then truly listen and don't judge and don't jump into fix-it mode, and just listen, come alongside them and help support them through it.
What do you do if you don't agree, maybe? Like, what if a parent's like, man, it's not that tough. You just have to get through the math homework.
But you have to realize that's not your life, that's theirs. And so you have to see it from their perspective, because just because it doesn't seem like a big deal to you doesn't mean it's not a big deal.
Sure, and that makes a lot of sense. And it honestly takes a lot as the parent probably not to do that.
Yes.
Because you want to kind of be like the one who knows it all.
Of course.
And I'm going to teach you the right ways, but their feelings are valid.
Right, and you got to step into their brain and their world a little bit.
I always take great notes. Now that I'm a stepmom, I'm like, yes, Dr. Lockhart, teach me all the ways. Thankfully, my stepson is really great, so that helps for sure too. And you can help people all the time with your book, Love the Teen That You Have. And I think speaking about their feelings are valid, this goes with that. Like, they are who they are.
Right, absolutely. So my book really covers that. It's really for parents, step-parents, grandparents of kids 9 to 19, and it really covers all the stuff that we just talked about, including more.
How fun! And speaking of fun, I've been wanting to brag on this ever since the beginning of this segment right now. Dr. Lockhart was on CBS this morning with Nate Burleson, who we love to watch every single morning before the show, y'all. This is playing here at our station and also in our office. So we saw Dr. Lockhart. This was last year, like the end of last year?
No, this was, yes, in December of 2025. Yeah, so last year.
It just feels so fast, right? What was that experience like, Dr. Lockhart?
It was so fun. It's amazing how much preparation you do for it and how quickly it goes. But Nate was amazing. His team was great. It was a wonderful experience.
That is awesome. But great day here. We're your favorite, right?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
No, we're so happy, and we can't wait to see you back on CBS this morning. So I hope they give you a call real soon.
Thank you.
And you guys can get her book at
Amazon and wherever books are sold, Barnes & Noble as well too.
Perfect. Thank you for all this helpful information. Hopefully we relieved some stress for all the parents in the audience.